Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to look at 3 coins which I think are on a verge of breakout, or at least they are in a pretty good zone and they could actually end up pumping at least 60% or even 50% in my opinion. So let's just see and what those coins are. And of course it's not RBN. I will actually make a separate video on this one as well because it has been doing pretty interesting and its supply is decreasing as well. So I will cover it in the future, but as of now we are looking at Propy, and after that we have PRQ and we have Voxels. And you can actually, if you like only such as Voxel or PRQ or even Procoin, you can actually just click that in the time section below. So let's get started. So Propy is actually up today. As you can see here, we have a Procoin actually bouncing back from a pretty good demand zone. So this demand zone is actually from my previous video. You can also check that out as well. So this is a perfect retest, and as of now it's actually going up. Before we discuss the price, let's just see what is happening with the Propy as of now and if they have anything interesting going on or not. So first of all, if we look at their Twitter, they don't have that much going on, but they do have a pretty good highlights for their Propy keys. If you look here, they actually launched a landmark collection 1 3, and it's a fire or it's a lit. They also upgraded their staking or slash renting with Chainlink. That's pretty good, I think. And around 200k addresses minted. That's pretty big target. And they also had met up with, I think they meet up with top-notch entrepreneurs and including the legendary Tim Draper. So they also had Rock Consensus 2024. So I think it's some kind of event or something like that. I don't know about that. And so they also had their first Propy keys sponsored party was epic. So they had a pretty good highlights, and I think that's pretty good. And beside that, if you just look at their Twitter, beside that they have actually meet Propy keys, and they are shaking up real estate with a blockchain tech. Imagine minting addresses for your actual property, super secure, easy and kind of fun. So and this is basically how it can be done, so it's not that much. Beside that, I don't think they have anything going on on their Twitter, but they did have something called May with Propy. So in this they actually highlight what they did in this month, so or in the previous month. So the first one was the Propy roadmap. We will discuss this in a detail in just a second. And beside that, they actually talked in Miami at Inmam Connect, I think, conference or something like that. So they actually did talk about tokenize this Miami as well. So that's pretty good overall. And the most highlighted thing they did in the last month was this one. So they dropped their roadmap, which is a pretty big one. So for the Q2 they had Propy AI. So of course if you attach anything with AI, I think that's going to pop as of now. After that they also had more data integration for smart contract enabled settlement protocols and Escrow for fiat and crypto, and they also had enhanced responsive for mobile view. After that we have in a Q2, and I think this is this is going to be their target now. So we have title and escrow license and AI models in more states. So currently 3 as of now. They also have more platform integration with Propy keys, and that's going to be pretty interesting. We also have new quest on Coinbase and other wallets, so that's I think going to actually pump Propy even more. They also have partnership with major brokerage, so that's I think going to be interesting as well. So for their Q2 they are also planning to launch crypto loan protocol for real estate NFTs, and I think that could be I'm not really sure about that how it will do, but they are planning to partnership with government enterprise, and I think that's going to be pretty interesting. They are also planning to do something with a real world asset era through a partnership with Right. So real estate is not easy to trade, it's not affordable for most. The 280 trillion real estate market is stuck in a no trade zone status. So I think they are planning to do something with that, so that's going to be pretty interesting. And besides that they do have other, I think they will integrate governance experimentation, and that will actually increase the utility of the pro coin, that's going to be pretty interesting. So beside that, we don't have anything going on, and is pro coin or Propy, it's still the most dominant coin in the real estate market, and that's pretty good. So if we just look at its price, as you can see, this is its price. So actually I did say that it will actually most likely bounce back. It was whether from this point or this point, and it did a pretty good bounce back from 1.66 and 1.52 zone, and it is actually pretty big pump. As you can see here, it has pumped over, I think we have over 40%, which is a pretty big one. So as of now, it is actually currently facing the demand zone, or sorry, supply zone here. So if it does not actually cross this one, I think it could actually go down, but it seems like it will most likely pump from here, and if it does that, I think we are heading towards at least $2.31, because it seems like we don't have any we do have, I think something the next resistance we have is around, I think 2.27. If it does not break this one, I think we'll most likely come back, and it could actually happen. And since there was no news, it is unclear why the coin itself is pumping. So it could be some hidden news that we are not aware of, or something like that, because their last update on the Twitter was around 5 hours ago, and there is nothing beside that. So I think if there is some internal news, and if it does come out, could actually end up pumping the coin. But if there is nothing, and this is just a demand zone pump, I think the coin will most likely go down either from this point, from 2.15, or from this one, from 2.28. But if there is any news, I think we could actually end up hitting this zone again, 2.5 or 2.4. If we do end up coming here, I think if it does go above from this, we do have a resistance around 2.7. If not, we could actually end up hitting 3.34, and that's, I think, pretty big pump. But still, let's just see what happens. So this video will actually come out tomorrow, I think, yes, and let's see, we'll have our result by then. So we'll see what happens with this coin. But these are my targets, and if it does end up pumping, I don't think it could actually go up beyond that. But if it does go, I think we do have a pretty good pump at our hand. So let's just see what happens with this coin from now on. So the next coin that we are talking about is Parsiq, or PARSIQ, as you can see here. I think the coin is called PRQ, as you can see here, and I have actually covered it in a detail, so I thought I should make an update on it. So if we just look here, this is from my previous video, and as you can see, actually it has been going down ever since. And if you just look here, it did actually try to go up from these demand zone which I drew, but still it did not went up that much. It did try to go up from this demand zone, but it did not hold, and it's in the downtrend ever since. So as of now, we are again pumping. So it is actually, there is a reason behind this pump. I will actually cover that in a second. Before we come to the price section, let's just see what's going on with this coin. So the biggest highlight they have going on is their actually reactive developer bounties. So the reactive network developer bounties are here. So the bounties are pretty good, around $1,200. So they are actually they have a lot of info going on here, so I won't be going into that deep. But beside that, they don't have anything going on. They did actually have DWF Ventures did post an update, so they actually included them in deepen category, as you can see. So coordination layer is actually for the, I think where are they? Let's just see. Okay, so they are in the oracles, RPC and indexers. So it's still a pretty good category if you ask me. So if you look here, though CoinGecko is not actually given them oracles, still it's pretty good. So beside that, they don't have anything going on their Twitter from what I could find. So it is unclear how they are why the coin has actually pumped this much. I'm not really sure, because if we just look here, and the pump was actually on the 1st June, so it's unclear. Besides that update, there is nothing going on. Even if you go to the website, the last spotlight they have is actually on Feb 22. So beside that, they don't have anything else going on. So it's unclear why the coin is pumping, but still I think the coin has extremely low cap, as you can see, around 28 mil, and we also have most of the supply and circulation. So it could be a pretty good coin in the long run. If the entries are lower, I think this could be this coin has seen a lot of pumps and dumps, so I think this could be one of the most interesting coin to hold. Still, the first entry which I think for this coin is pretty good is around 9 cent or even 8.5 cent. As of now, I think it will most likely go back because it did break its recent high, which was around here, but it did reject from here. So I think we are again going down. If it does end up pumping, I don't think that it's going above 14 cent, or if it does go above 14 cent, I think we do have pretty good resistance around 17 cent. So it will most likely go back, and I think this one around 9 and 8.5 is a pretty good entry. And if it does continues to go down, I think we do have an entry somewhere around here. I think we have a pretty good entry around 7 cent as well, but I don't think it will go that low. Still, I think this is the biggest bounce back point that it will see. So because previously, if it did actually come here, if you just look here, so it came here and it pumped like, I think it pumped like 200%. So again, I think we will at least see, I think at least 50% is plausible, and if it does do that more, I think we could actually see 70% up from here. So that is the biggest possibility which I can see for this coin, because this point was the biggest bounce back point in previously. So I think we are going to see a pretty good pump once it does come here. So my target is as of now is around here, and after that we have 50% up from here. So last but not least, we have Voxel. That coin, actually that project itself is called Voxies. So I have actually covered this in a very detailed. You can also check that review out as well. So looking at Voxels or Voxies, they do have a pretty good update. So if we just go to their April review, they do have a pretty interactive newsletter, as you can see here. So the biggest one, I think, should be Unity is now live. So basically they launched their game on Unity engine, and that's pretty good, I think, from the looks of it. Still, that is their biggest highlight as of now. So if we do look here, they also had new ranks and rewards and Voxies bounties as well. So they also had Voxie Tactics Unity press release, as well as Unity gameplay leak on the Twitch as well. Beside that, we have token metrics of Voxies or Voxel. Voxel did go down, as you can see here, so not good. And beside that, they also had total sales volume of around 58k Voxel and listing around 789, and free market rentals were around 11k and reserve rentals were around 913. So of course, I think it's pretty good or not, I'm not really sure because I did not check out the last newsletter. So beside that, if we just move to the new page, so as you can see here, they just highlighted here it's now live on Unity and it can be downloaded as well. So pretty good so far. So if we just go here, so the next page, I think, is just what is actually included in that update. So they did actually launch a new logo. So this was their previous logo, is now this is their new logo. And as you can see here, I don't think there is option to download that. So anyways, let's move ahead. So beside that, we have some updates again on Voxie Tactics on Unity, nothing more than that. So again, same. So they did actually release a new version of Voxies, and I think there was some kind of update, and there were also gameplay update as well. So I don't actually play their game, so it is not my concern as of now. So beside that, what is this one? So these are the market trends of Voxies, as you can see here. So this is actually Voxel price. It did actually go down, and they did have a pretty good sale on OpenSea. Same goes OpenSea sale again. So I think they did their NFTs did pretty good. If you look at their prices, the token price, it did not do that much better, but I think their NFTs did a pretty good thing. And if we just move ahead and see what's next, I think we have Voxy Tactics item April mint trend. So it was I think it's fairly good if you just look here. And beside that, this is the last page. So this is just their team updating on Twitch, nothing more than that. So I don't think that we had that much of a news going on for their coin or for their April. And I did check their Twitter is not that active. If you just look here, the last tweet was on 22, and after that we have again 22 and 10th. So they are not that active. Let's just see what they do, and if they do release the previous month's newsletter, and we'll see how they update. But as of now, we don't have that much going on with this coin besides their update. So if we just go to their roadmap, they do have this detailed roadmap here for 2024, and this is their new one actually, Voxies marketplace. So they have new services planned as well as made easier. They also have Voxel economy built to last, new reward incentives, and pretty good. They do have fairly good things planned for 2024, but I don't think that it's enough. So let's just see what they come up next, but I don't think these are enough updates for their 2024, because we still have half a year to go. And I think as of now they are somewhere around here. They have done this one, and I think they are done with Voxy Tactics, so or they are carrying out simultaneously. I'm not really sure, but I think they need to add more of the updates in this roadmap. Still, it's fairly detailed, so I think it could be something. So let's just move to its price and see what is going on. So as you can see here, I think the coin will actually end up pumping after this demand zone. So I think we actually have to go back somewhere around here. So if it does end up hitting this demand zone, which is around 17 or just a second, so it's around I think 18 to 17, and I think we will probably go up from here. So I think we could actually end up hitting, we could actually go up at least 60% or even more than that if once it does hit that. So I'm actually waiting for that. So another good thing about this coin is that it's available on most of the exchanges. So it does have a pretty good availability. It's available on Binance, which is big one, so, and as well as Coinbase. So I think once it does actually come here, it will most likely pump really well. So that is a pretty good profit, because the reason being is that I'm actually using simple logic, because it did pump from this previous zone, and I think it will again pump from here once it does come here, because the market is actually simple for a coin like these. The coin is pretty straightforward. It's a gaming coin, so I think it will most likely pump back once it does come here, because I don't think we have any other factor involved here. So this is a pure demand zone, and I think once it does come here, it will most likely pump at least. So this is the only entry which I'm looking at for this coin, because I'm not actually sure about this coin in the long run, because I don't like their roadmap as of now. If they do update it, I will most likely like it, but as of now I don't like their roadmap. Anyways, this was it. I hope you liked the video. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.